Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand exists and not exists in SQL. So these are the operators which are used in correlated nested queries. The concepts of correlated nested queries has already been discussed clearly in our previous video. If you haven't watched that video, please watch that video and come back here, because the understanding of the basic understanding of correlated nested query is very important for you to understand what we are going to discuss in this class. So we're going to discuss this class under the assumption that you have already watched our previous video, and every video in our channel is going to be a part of entire course or a playlist. Our suggestion is to follow the entire course so that you can have better understanding of the concepts, and the link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Now coming to this class, what is this exists and not exists in SQL? The exists operator tests the existence of row in the result set of subquery. So in the result sets of subquery, for example, if you take this example, we will discuss about this example later. So in this example, this is our subquery. If there exists a result, if there exists a row, if there exists one single row, at least one single row, then it happens to be true. Okay, so it happens to be true. So it means that there exists some value. If there exists some value, it happens to be true, and the corresponding the values of that outer query will get executed. The details of that outer query will get executed. So this way you may not be able to understand the concept. With the example, the things will get more clear. So let's try to understand more about the theory part of this concept. If a subquery row is found in a condition, if subquery row value is found, the condition is flagged true. If a row is found, then it is flagged to be true, and search does not continue in the inner query. So further the searches will not get considered, because if there exists at least one row, means there is no use of identifying the remaining rows. Identifying one row means there exists a value. So with that, the execution of the query, inner query, again the execution of the inner query will stop, and the output of this query is going to return true. It is going to return is flagged true. So the values that are related to the outer query will get displayed on the screen, and if it is not found, then the condition is flagged false. If none of the values are found true for this inner query, then it is going to return false, and the search continues in the inner query. So the inner query will get executed for all the rows. For all the rows, if there is no matching query that is found, there is no output found for this query, for this inner query. As we have discussed that in the correlated nested queries, for every row, the inner query will execute. This inner query will get execute for each and every row of the outer query. So the clear discussion has been made in our previous video. So let's try to execute this query, try to write this query. The query has already been written. Let's try to understand this example, and we'll try to understand the use of exists in SQL. This is our example. The query states that find employees who have at least one person reporting to them. So we have to find the names of the supervisors. Names of the supervisors. So what the query states, find the employees who have at least one person reporting to them. They are nothing but supervisors, right? If there is an employee, and for that employee there exists an employee, for example, if there exists an employee E1, and this E1 employee has to report to this employee, which means that this EMP is a supervisor. So what they are asking, find employees who have at least one person reporting to them. So we have to find all the supervisor names. So for that we need only employee, and the columns upon which the action has to be taken is SSN and super SSN. Super SSN states that for this employee 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, the supervisor is 3 3 4 4 5 5 5. So he is a supervisor. So for this employee there exists an employee who has to report to this employee. Okay, so now based upon this, So all these employees that are existing in this column are the supervisors. Try to get the point. All the employees who are existing in this column are the supervisors of this entire employees, the employees who are existing in the company. So for example, if you take 333445555, so he is the employee, Franklin is a supervisor, and the other unique distinct supervisor number is this one, 88866. Here, see here, 88866 means James is another supervisor. 987654, who is the employee? 987654321. See here, Jennifer is another supervisor. 8866 already repeated. 33344 already repeated. So 98765, so he is also repeated. So there are three different supervisors. These are the three supervisors that are existing for all the employees. So an employee should report to any one of these supervisors. Okay, so how to write the query? So it's very simple. If you know the use of correlated nested queries, then it's very simple to understand. Select outer is the aliasing name, means because it is the outer query, we have taken the aliasing name as outer, and it is easy for this context to understand. Outer.f name and outer.l name from employee. So on this employee table, which aliasing is outer, where exists, means if this subquery returns to true, if any one of the record is identified true, so then it will return true, which means that there exists an employee. So these values are to be printed. If this happens to be true, if there exists one value, at least one value is identified true for this condition, which means that there exists some value. So if it is true, then exist is true, that means that this employee has to be identified. The first name and the last name of this employee has to be identified. It means that he is the supervisor. So how to get that logic of supervisor? Select SSN. So we have to select the SSN of that supervisor from employee, where inner, so employee inner means it is the inner query, inner subquery, where outer.ssn is equal to inner.superSSN, where outer.ssn is equal to inner.superSSN. So how it is going to work, that we will try to understand. For example, if you take this employee, first what we are going to do, we are going to take row by row. First this row will get identified, because why it is going to execute row by row means because the outer here in the inner query, we are referencing the values of the outer query. We are using the values of outer query. This is what we call it as correlated nested query. It is nested, but the values, the details that are used in the nested queries are correlating the outer query. Okay, it may be of any levels. So this is one level nested query, it may be two level nested query. So if any of the outer queries values are relating to the inner queries, related or used in the inner queries, then it is what we call it as correlated nested queries. So here outer.ssn is equal to inner.superSSN. if it is that is equal, means that employee is a super SSN. So here we are taking this employee and we are comparing it with all these employees. If it is equal to any one of these, means that he is a supervisor. Means, so for example, if you take 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so is there any employee with that any supervisor? Does these supervisors have this super SSN value? No, it is not having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 in this column. It means that he is not a supervisor. We will try to understand this by using this row. So this is not supervisor, not exists. So it is going to check for all these values. It is not exists. For all this value, it is not. Here we are going to get none of this is going to be true For all this it is going to be false, so it is going to false, so this value will not be taken. Let's try next we are going to take this second row. This second row value is 333445555. So this value is compared with all these values. Here it is happening to be true. It is happening to be true means he is a supervisor. See here, this employee name is equal to this employee. We are comparing each employee with supervisor's SSN number. If both of them are equal means he is a supervisor, right? Very simple logic. So Franklin will get selected. Next, this one will get compared with all these values. None will be equal, so he is not a supervisor. Now this one will get compared with all these values. So is it equal? Yes. In one of the cases, so for this employee 999887777, this value is true. It means that he is the supervisor for this employee, right? He is the supervisor, third row. So he is the supervisor for this employee. It means that this employee is a supervisor. So he is getting selected, Jennifer Wallace. So this employee is a supervisor. Similarly, for this also it is going to be true. So it is going to be this employee will also get selected. Similarly, what is the use of not exist? So the query has been written. If there exists is used means if any one of them is happening to be true, then these values will get printed. If none of the values are true, or for all the values, so if anyone is equal to means true. If none of the values for none of these values it is true means it is going to return false. So these values will not get. So these row values will not get selected. Just the opposite of exist is not exist, which means that if you use not exist means we are going to select the employees who are not supervisors. So not exist is going to be true if it returns false. Simple not operator. So when this not exists, so if I use not exist here in this where, after this where statement means if this inner query returns false means this is going to be selected. If it returns false means the values of this employee F name and L name will get selected. Just the opposite of exist. Okay, just the opposite of exist is done by using not operator, not exist operator. Okay, so let's try to execute this query and see how the things will get executed. So let's try to execute this. Okay, so this is our query. Now simply using the exist. Okay, see here, James, Jennifer and Franklin, these are the three employees who are the supervisors. Similarly, if you take not exist, see here, not exist, just the opposite of it, the remaining employees will get selected. See here, from any of these employees, none of these employees are there, which means these are the employees who are not supervisors. So that is the use of exist and not exist. Whenever such kind of queries are required, then we can get the values by using exist and not exist operator. So this is all about exist and not exist. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.